Hi, this is Terry Wishman, and I am here with Ben Rockwood and Shawn Sonnenschein, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, at the OpenSolaris Developer Summit in Santa Cruz. And I just wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions regarding the summit. The first question I wanted to ask is just, do you feel that this was of value, having the summit as a non-Sun community member?
Absolutely. It's always good to get us together. We're a lot of very passionate people. And, you know, sometimes people say that we fight a lot and that we argue a lot. And right, and sometimes it's unfair. We're very passionate people. We're all we're amazingly mellow people, actually, in person. And so it's good for us to come together and shake hands and drink a beer and share ideas face to face and reconnect. And it's a great way to rally and unify all of us together. Even though we have vastly different opinions in a lot of ways, we all have the best interest of Solaris and a variety of other related projects.
I don't know, I think getting together is a lot better than just talking on mailing lists. Mailing lists, like the non-verbal cues don't get transmitted and the whole 9 yards, so I don't know, getting together in person once in a while is a good thing.
That human touch,
yeah,
which is really important.
Yeah.
It really comes through when you leave.
And what about some of the sessions? Did you find there was one that was more valuable than another that you really, loved, or one that you felt really passionate about?
The sessions are good. I don't know if I'd single out any one as particularly great. Honestly, the most valuable things that happen at the summit happen out here. As I think most people would agree with any conference, the most valuable conversations happen outside, and the sessions do a good job of bringing up a subject, either directly or indirectly, and then all the different discussions that come up around that. I mean, a bunch of us were back at the hotel in the lobby until I think 2:30 last night, talking about these things, what we can do, and hashing out ideas, and having the kind of real-time discussion that just isn't possible on mailing lists or IRC when the human touch and those cues that you're talking about are gone.
So more like collaboration is much better than just the sessions themselves.
Yeah.
Right. It's bringing everyone together and stimulating that through sessions that come out in a variety of different ways.
Is there anything else you'd want to see out of this? Out of, like, let's say next year's summit or another event?
Well, I don't know, one of the best sessions I had was a really short 20-minute, half-hour session with John and Roland in New York, where we were planning out a bunch of emancipation stuff. So I think a couple of planning meetings, not the whole thing being a huge planning meeting necessarily, but a couple of planning meetings here and there are pretty valuable.
Come here, Shawn.
Excellent.
Shawn, you want to be on the
Yeah,
video? You have to be on the video for a second. Shawn Walker, an amazing community member.
So this is Shawn Walker. So I was just basically asking a couple of questions regarding how you felt the summit has been, if it's valuable, if there was any session that you liked better, or anything that you felt should be added.
That's a tough question.
We were saying that a lot of the conversation, I mean, just you walking by and being able to pull you into an idea and having all these resources available is probably the most useful aspect of this.
Yeah, it's been probably the most useful aspect of the Developer Summit is the ability to talk to so many of the people that, for them, Solaris is their day job. I mean, it's one thing to have mailing list conversations, it's quite another to be able to really dig at the heart of the matter. And quite frankly, an online discussion rarely ever seems to be resolution. And while we may not get resolution to the issues that we would like in governance or other areas, as far as the technical areas are concerned, I'm always quite happy with the progress or with the things that are decided or discussed here. I do think that we need to avoid having too much of an emphasis on governance.
Okay.
Because I think most of the people that come here are going to be more interested in engineering and architecture. So
Things that are a lot easier to agree on.
Yes, things
and
that are a lot easier.
And there's fewer heated opinions. But that's also what's good here, right? Is we get in, some of these issues don't matter as much as we think we do, and we get into we think that we're being aggressive or not seeing eye to eye, and then we see here and we see that we can discuss these things with a smile. And a glass of scotch.
Excellent. Are any of you guys going to Community 1 tomorrow too, or no?
I certainly am.
I am.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for taking the time to discuss all this with me, and I will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Thanks.